Ay, 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 ay. Look, baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Big flex, my swole, double cup and I'm pulled up.
What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video with your boy ThicWhips. Today we are putting on the brakes. I got a whole new brake system going on this car, dude, and I'm hyped. It's not just any brake system. I'm gonna show you guys what we got in store. It's gonna be good, man. This is one I've been looking forward to for a while now. I had to source this kit and these pieces from a few different people, and of course, customized it a little bit to make it my own. But I am very excited to show you guys what we have in store. We are heading to CES today to do the install. It's gonna be good. Finally had a chance to hook up that dash cam. If you guys are interested in how to do that and what I use, I have a whole video on it. I'll have it linked right here. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for today. The brakes are not the only things that we are doing. We are doing a bunch of stuff today. We're doing a stud conversion kit from Motorsport Hardware, and I'm throwing on my TLG splash guards as well on the car. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff, but wait till you guys see these brakes, man. They are wild. In order to have full functionality of the brakes that we are putting on the car, we're gonna have to have them coated. The guys who are coating the car are called Defined Coating. I'll have them linked down below as well. They're also gonna be doing my CarPlay at some point, not today, but in the future, and I will make a video on that for you guys. This exhaust is sounding so good, you guys. I'm not gonna hit it right now because the car's still a little bit cold, but dude, really enjoying this exhaust. It's basically fully broken in now, and it just has a really good tone to it. It's pretty loud, not gonna lie, but I kind of like it. It's rowdy. Makes the car a lot more fun to drive for sure. And also, a lot of people were asking if this car utilizes the factory valves. It does. So if I switch over to comfort mode, the valves are then closed, and I'm utilizing the muffler. In Sport Plus, the valves are completely open, and I'm effectively straight piped. My new tires also showed up, which is gonna be good. I'm gonna have those thrown on in the next couple of days. I did 235/40 in front and 265/35 in the rear, which will be, I think, a solid setup for X-Drive. Right now, the car has Michelin Super Sports on it. I went for the Super Sport 4S's, so a little bit of an upgrade, but I think this car, it just hooks so good already with, you know, the all-wheel drive that I don't need to have like a radial compound on this car. If I were to do something like that, I'd probably do the Yoko Advance or just go with like the RT660s that I've ran on my other cars. Both are great options, but we're not gonna do any of that stuff until my new wheels get in, which probably won't be for a few weeks at least. I have got to say, I'm really enjoying this build, dude. I don't know what it is, like something about the F30 like just kind of brought me back to my roots, and I'm just like so comfortable with this car and like modifying it. It's so much fun, dude. I don't know what it is about like the F30 chassis. I just enjoy it, and also the community is just massive. Like there's so many people who dig watching the F30 videos, which just makes me excited because there's more people like you guys who get to enjoy the content. But yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Comment down below if you guys are enjoying the F30 series. I certainly am. I can't wait to turn this thing into an absolute monster, dude. It's gonna get so good, you guys. It's so rowdy. We just gotta do something about those burbles. We're gonna take care of that soon though, promise. Dude, the brakes on this car are so bad. I cannot wait to upgrade them. And it's gonna be a massive upgrade from what we're at now. Lots of stuff. We got Cademan the God over here working on stuff as usual. Car in the shop, we're gonna get it up in the air, get the wheels off. So let's show you guys what we're dealing with. These are for the dust. All right, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this heat? Yo. How sick are these? So these are all OEM BMW parts, everything we're using. We're not using the StopTech pads. We actually have all OEM pads for this, and then the little guys in the back. I'll show you what those look like. Super dope. So if you guys remember on the M2, I had the same brakes, but obviously those were painted in white. And then we had the M logo. When I actually bought these ones, they were orange because that was the only color they had in stock, but it didn't really matter to me because I knew that I was gonna have them painted. So shout out to the guys over at Dynamic for doing all the paint work. But the way that they do it, they actually paint the entire caliper. I gave them my VIN number, so this is actually Alpine White and matches the car. And then I gave them my decal. They paint the caliper, lay down the decal, and then clear coat over the whole thing. And then yesterday I worked on ceramic coating these. So they look freaking mint, dude. Everyone said when I did white on the M2, like, oh, you're gonna have such a hard time keeping them clean. Dude, it was so easy to keep them clean. And they always popped. So that's what we're running today on the Panda. The Panda Express, it's gonna look really good. So we got those, we got OEM pads. This is like a full retrofit kit. And I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys if you wanna buy it. But I do know that they're like running low on quantities for these if you want to get like the whole kit, or you can try and piece it together yourself. For the rotors, we did the 370 mils in the front. We did Stop Tech braided lines from ECS Tuning. These are the rear rotors. So the rotors are dimpled and slotted, which I have heard that these make a lot of noise. Depending on how bad it is, we might switch them out, but the front ones, the Big Daddies. And then the rear ones, and these are all OEM as well. So I have all this stuff linked down below for you guys. This is a full retrofit kit to put these on this car. All right, so I got Defined Coating here logged in, and they're gonna be doing the coating for the M Performance brake kit on this car. You can run the brakes without the coating, but in order to have full functionality, BMW recommends that you do the coating. So Defined Coating are the guys. They're also gonna be doing my CarPlay. But for that, I have to do like a full software update, and it takes like over an hour. So we're gonna do that another time, but this is them. Defined Coating. Shout out to these guys, helping me out big time. What do you guys think? They're crazy. What do you think, dude? Do you like these? Yeah, no, I think they turned out really well, man. Like I said, this is the same process we did with my M2, and it's sick with your own logo. You can see it like pops off. It's like a little bit of it's like it's raised up a little bit. Looks so crazy. But these are dope. And against these wheels with the black and everything, they are going to pop. Wait till I show you guys the stock rotors on here, man. They're so bad. So like the brakes in general just needed to be upgraded. Pads, rotors, all that stuff. If you're gonna do it, go full gas. Sheesh! This fucker is huge. We had to test fit the wheel just to make sure it would fit. Obviously it does. Look how good that looks, dude. Hell yeah. Got the lines ran. Freaking A, bro. I can throw the studs in this one, right? Yep. Cool. So I'm gonna throw studs in while he's doing that. He's working on the second one right now. Got the rotor on. Dude, these are huge rotors. Like, freaking massive. It looks so good, though. Wow. It's so dope.
Complete, fully.
Oh! Complete. Pads are in. OEM pads. Some .4 fluid. So we're gonna do all that. Plus we got everything coated. Bruh. Thick. So sick. Holy shit. All right, we got stud conversion kit, 5 mils. Also done many videos on this. I'm gonna link it right here if you wanna watch. But I ended up going with the black race set. I think these look the best. And yeah, it just makes everything working on your car 10 times easier, putting your wheels back on 10 times easier. And then, what was it, 18? I think it's 20. I think it's like 20 foot-pounds of torque, something like that. So I'm gonna put these in real quick and show you guys what it looks like.
I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach.
All right, we got the studs on. I ended up torquing it down to 23 foot-pounds of torque, which I think is right. Might be a little high. Sheesh. These look really good. So I will probably Dremel all this shit out in here at some point, kind of like I did on the M2, just to make it a little bit cleaner, but you don't see that, so it doesn't really matter. But dude, these are so big. Like, bruh. Oh my God, looks so good. Can't wait to throw the wheel on. So typically, if you guys look at the M brakes, like if you could look at my M2, the way that the logo is, like the M logo, it's actually typically flipped. It's like upside down, and it looks kind of strange, but that's just how they do it on like one side of the car. So I decided I wasn't gonna do that, because like the proper way would have been, you know, have it read upright. It's supposed to read the same way on like both sides, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be readable towards the rotor, so like no matter what, it would be laying like that. So if you go to the other side, you know what I'm saying? So it's readable towards there. So on this side, it would have been like flipped with the M. So I just kind of like made that change on mine. Dynamic Auto Tune does all of the, they do all the paint work. So you can like decide, you can get whatever you want. Like you can do your own logo. You can put your girlfriend's face on the caliper if you want. You can do whatever you want. So I decided to go with obviously my logo, and I think it just looks super sick, dude. I think that's the way to do it. Just brand your shit, right? And if you ever want to redo it, it's not a problem. Like you can go ahead and change it up. It's very simple. They can just sand all this down and redo them. But yeah, looks really sick. Cademan had the idea that we should have done sheesh on the caliper. And I think that would have made, I believe the commenter's name was Jay or something. The man who told me to jump off of a cliff because I say the word sheesh. That one would have been for you, big dog. I would have put sheesh right here, just for you. Sheesh. Stop. We're just gonna leave these on. Okay. These ones look really good.
I'm still gonna pull it off.
God, they look bad. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, chill with the pulling stuff off. Yo, look at that booty ass rear caliper. Caliper's probably gonna be the biggest difference. Or the rears are going to be the biggest difference in the back because of how different they look. The front is actually already a 4-piston. Yeah, so the fronts are the same size. It's just obviously we're cleaning them up and making them new and nice, which the entire kit, I think it makes sense just to go brand new, and then I can sell those ones. I actually have someone already interested, so don't ask. These are already spoken for. So, but if you bought your F30 or F series and you didn't have the bigger brakes, I mean, you can go ahead and get the whole kit, and then it makes sense. It comes with everything. It comes with the pads. The only thing it doesn't come with is the rear rotors. So I had to buy rear rotors separately for whatever reason. Yeah. No. It also came with new dust shields, which is pretty dope. Dude, and the front rotor is so big you can't even see the dust shield. Like, oh my God, hello? Is there a dust shield back there? It's funny because the original rotors, the dust shield was like hanging out, you know? See, these are the rear rotors. But everything is OEM. This is all OEM BMW stuff. Except for the lines. I'm running Stop Tech braided lines. That's the only thing that's not OEM. And then obviously the paint. These look so good. What are you saying over there? Whoever put them on must be God. Is that what you said? Yeah, I agree. Sheesh! Yo! Look at how good they look, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Low key, wish I would have done sheesh on the caliper. But we're gonna have to ride with the brand, boys. Yo, these turned out so good. I can't wait to get the wheels on. And once I get my custom wheels with these, oh, buddy. You know, looks so good. So now we are bleeding the brakes, right? And putting in that .4. And then I have to bed the brakes, which is like what? Driving 60 miles an hour and then slamming on the brakes? No, just aggressively braking down to 20 and then do that over and over and over and over again. All right, while he's doing the brake bleed, I am gonna throw on these TLG fliggity flaps. He gave me a bunch of them. Probably more than I need, but better to have more than less, I suppose. So the fronts will go like this. Pop one of those out like that. TLG being the lifesaver of my side skirts and rear bumper. There we go. Pretty clean, man. Pretty clean. Just a little poke. But the nice part about these is you can't even tell that they're on the car. When once you have like the wheels on and it's lowered and everything, you can barely even tell. But they do help. Save a lot of crap and gunk coming up on your quarter panels, your hips, bumpers, side skirts. Hit up Mr. TLG on Instagram if you want to sell. we got the studs going. The bleed is completo. Yes, sir. The black race set. Wow, these are so satisfying to look at. Look how clean they are. Front to back, dude. Clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. Sheesh. Damn. I'm obsessed. That looks beautiful. These look beautiful. Bruh. Wow, wow, wow. So pretty. Now the backs look nice. They were all crusty before. Damn. That is crazy. It's like a whole new car. Like a whole new car. This is car porn right here. The KWs. I did raise the front a little bit. Like just a tiny bit. Because we had a whole lot of rake going on. Looked kind of weird. Until I get my new tires on and I decide how low I want to be. All right, so we gotta take this car out and bed in the brakes now. We're gonna do a bunch of 60-mile aggressive slowdowns to 20. Do that like 10 times until we actually bed in the brakes. But everything looks amazing. Can't wait to feel the brakes. This car had really bad brakes, so it's probably gonna be like a night and day difference with these ones. Huge shout out to Cademan for coming in. Huge shout out to CES Motorsport for letting us use the place today. Huge shout out to Dynamic Auto Tune for painting the brakes. Huge shout out to Keys Motorsports for supplying parts and ECS Tuning for supplying parts. Also a huge shout out to Defined Coating for coating in these brakes. A lot of people came together to make this one happen. Super, super happy with it. Let's get on the road, bed these in, and then I'll show you what they look like. So we gotta do 60 to 30 braking 8 times, drive around, let them cool off, and then 60 to 30 8 times. And then we should be good. Then they should be pretty bedded at that point. I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the Apple CarPlay, code that in with Defined Coding, so I can get all that stuff solidified. So I'm gonna do some of this bedding in, and then, wow, yeah, these feel, oh my God, these feel a lot better. And then we'll talk a little bit about the brakes. I'll show you guys the entire car and whatnot. Couldn't get enough room to bed in the brakes, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning early when there's no traffic. It's pretty tough to bed those in on a busy freeway, but dude, what? It looks so good. Like they pop so good. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Haven't heard any weird noises with the dimpled and slotted rotors yet. Really happy with these brakes, man. I think they turned out phenomenal. So I'd say like all in, I was probably about 2,500 with everything like all said and done. Just remember, you do have to do the coating too, which is probably pretty important. But it was either doing something like this, which is more like OEM plus, I guess you could say, or doing like a actual big brake kit. But dude, big brake kits are so expensive. Twice the price of what this would be. And on an F30, I don't know if like a big brake kit really is necessary. Like this is plenty of braking just like this. But dude, I am so happy with the way they turned out. I know that like white calipers is not for everybody, but I love it. I mean, this is what I did on my M2, and I love the white and black theme. Like I think it's such a clean and simple way to make a car look really good, especially when you have like all black or like all dark wheels. The white calipers just pop through so good. There's a photo of my M2, a rolling photo of my M2. I'll throw it up right here. And the white calipers just like shine through that car. It looks so sick. Dude, I'm really hyped with these. They look really good. I'm excited to see what the actual braking performance is like, because I've been so used to those really bad brakes that I had on the car. And honestly, I haven't been able to like really test out these brakes yet. But once I bed them in and actually get into them, I'll let you know what it feels like. Just from the simple braking that I've done alone, it feels really good. So yeah, lots of people involved in this one, you guys. CES Motorsport, Dynamic Auto Tune, Defined Coding, Keys Motorsports, ECS Tuning. I went through all of these guys to make this happen. So huge shout out to all of them. Huge shout out to Cademan for handling the install today. If you guys need any other information, I'll have it linked down below, as well as all of the products that you guys saw in today's video. If you're looking to upgrade your F30 brakes and you have a similar setup to what I did, this is a great way to do it without spending too much money. For me, this is about braking performance as well as looks, obviously. This is gonna be a show car, so I wanted to make sure that the brakes and just the car in general looks really, really nice. And I think that this looks really clean. I also went ahead and ceramic coated these calipers, so it's gonna be really easy to keep them clean. A lot of people came at me like, oh, your white calipers are gonna be so filthy. They were never filthy. You could eat off them. They were so clean. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content, enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.